Hey Bears fans, we're going to preview this huge matchup against those hated Green Bay Packers coming up in a minute, but with it being Packers week, come on, type beat Green Bay down in the comments if you want a win. If you don't comment beat Green Bay, well, the Bears are probably going to lose, so don't be that fan. Let's get the beat Green Bays going down in the comment section, and let's see if Chicago can upset the Packers. You're watching Chicago Bears Now, and I am your host, Harrison Graham. As always, toward the end of the video, I will give my official prediction on who's going to win this game, but throughout the show, we will go ahead and give a full preview of this NFC North matchup, and obviously there's a lot at stake with the Packers coming in with a 4-1 record, Chicago sitting at 3-2 after 2 straight victories, and the winner of this game is in first place with the NFC North, so there's a lot on the line early on this season. Packers currently 5.5-point favorites. The over-under set at 44.5. 1 o'clock kickoff at Soldier Field in Chicago on Sunday. I can't wait for this one. We'll have a live watch party, so join us for that. But before we kind of get into the nuts and bolts, some of the storylines, the injury reports around this game, predict the score for me. Packers, Bears. Who's going to win this one, and what is the final score going to be? This will be the pinned comment, so go ahead and predict your score right there. All right, you look at the injury reports, and these are just like the notable players. J.P. Holton, Caleb Johnson, a couple of other guys were listed. But let's kind of break this down. Germain Ifedi, he's officially on IR with the knee sprain. It'll be Elijah Wilkinson at right tackle, so he is out. Justin Fields, full participant on Wednesday. That will be the case the rest of the week. He will play with that hyperextended knee. No issues there. Akiem Hicks, this is the big one. Groin injury, questionable. Did not practice on Wednesday. We'll see how much work he gets the rest of the week. It'd be nice to have him out there. Aaron Robinson popped up with the knee issue, or ankle issue, on Wednesday. I'll put him at questionable, but I fully expect him to play. Same with Khalil Mack. He hasn't been practicing a lot, but he's playing every single week. I fully expect those two players to play. For the Packers, these are some of the notable ones. Aaron Jones, ankle, questionable. I think he'll give it a go, but he's been banged up. Elton Jenkins didn't play last week. He's dealing with an ankle as well. We'll see if he gives it a go. Kevin King, this is a huge one. He's dealing with a shoulder injury, and he is also questionable for Green Bay. He did not, he got banged up last week. Jair Alexander is out. He's on IR. So if King is out as well, that's a big development at corner. Robert Tonyan, the tight end, he is also questionable with the knee injury. And then Josh Myers, who missed last week with the finger issue, he will play this week as he was a full participant on Wednesday. Subscribe to Chicago Bears Now because, hey, I got to reach 35,000 subs on this channel before kickoff on Sunday. Help me out. We're 185 away. Let's get to 35K before things kick off against the Packers this Sunday. We can get there. Spread the word. We do videos every single day, the latest Bears news, rumors, game previews, and live watch parties, which we'll do, of course, on Sunday. Subscribe. Let's get to 35K before kickoff. Is this a big opportunity against Green Bay? Duh. Matt Nagy says this feels like a great opportunity. Well, yes, Coach, this is a great opportunity. Why? Because if you win this game, you're in first place at 4-2, tied with the Packers, but you would have the tiebreaker with the early head-to-head. That's a big difference from if you lose, then you're 2 games back, and really 3 back because the Packers would have the head-to-head early on. This is a massive opportunity if you're Chicago. Who would have thought after that disaster in Cleveland a few weeks ago that just a few weeks later, this could be for first place in the NFC North through kind of the first 30-35% of the season. This is a huge game. You get the Packers at home. It's a 1 o'clock game. You know, you don't have the huge buildup of Sunday Night Football or something like that. I think this is a real opportunity to go and beat this team that has just owned you in recent years. You set a game back right now. If you could win this one, maybe the Vikings lose at Carolina, then it's kind of a 2-team race for a while between Green Bay and Chicago. This is a massive opportunity to say the least. Now, if you're feeling confident about the Bears' chances in this ball game, then, well, get going with our sportsbook partner, BetUS. Go to the link below, just open a separate tab and type chatsports.com/Bears. Go ahead and plug in the promo code BEARDOWN. It's all one word, BEARDOWN. Deposit $100. You can get $125 for free. This is what the betting matchup looks like so far. Packers, 5.5-point favorites on the road at Soldier Field. That tells me that Vegas is not confident in Chicago's those chances in this one, I'm a little more optimistic. I think they could win this game potentially. But if you want to bet on the Bears or bet on the Packers or bet any other NFL game, I encourage you guys to do so. And plus, if you're a brand new BetUS customer, well, we can hook you guys up with a brand new free jersey if you follow these steps. Chatsports.com/Bears. Use the promo code BEARDOWN. The key is using that link. Sign up, deposit $100. You got to do that. You'll get the $125 for free with the deposit bonus. Then you bet on any game. You don't even have to bet on the NFL. You can go bet on Major League Baseball playoffs, whatever it is. Once you do all that, email us, jersey@chatsports.com. I would just screenshot this graphic right now, and you follow those steps. We'll hook you guys up with a brand new Bears jersey. It's chatsports.com/Bears, promo code BEARDOWN. You look at the recent history. It's been a bloodbath, right? I mean, Green Bay's won 9 out of 10 over Chicago. The only win for the Bears in recent years was in 2018, Bears 24-17 that year. But a lot of games going Green Bay's way, and a lot of them not really that close at the end of the day. Matt Nagy's 1-5 against the Packers. This is obviously a big game for him. It's not like he's, all of a sudden not on the hot seat whatsoever after 2 straight wins. You get blown out at home by Green Bay, that chatter's going to increase again big time. And obviously, the nemesis Aaron Rodgers, he's just killed this team, right? In 25 games over his career against the Bears, 67% completion, over 6,000 passing yards, 55 touchdowns, 10 interceptions, and of course, a stellar 20-5 record against the Bears. This has got to end at some point. This might be the last time the Bears get to play Aaron Rodgers when he's with the Packers at home, depending on what happens with him after this year. It would be nice to finally beat this son of a gun. Do you believe the Bears can win this game? Do you actually believe it? Type Y for yes, type N for no. I'm not saying you're predicting it, but do you believe they could? Can they win this game? Give me a Y for yes, give me an N for no, and let me know. I do think there's a chance, and there are 3 key areas that I think the Bears could exploit the Packers and pull off the upset. Number 1, take vertical shots. And now, obviously, we talked about this team's building its identity, being a physical run-the-football team. I'm not saying you don't do that. You still run the ball with Damian Williams, Khalil Herbert, and establish that ground game. That's obviously been a strength of this team, this offensive line, the last few weeks. But Jair Alexander is on injured reserve. He is not going to play. Their top corner. Kevin King may not play in this game. If he is, he will not be 100%. Even if he does play with Alexander out, there are opportunities to make plays down the football field. You've been holding Justin Fields back a little bit. Next gen stats, Fields has the highest deep passing rate in the NFL. He doesn't throw a lot, but when he does, he takes chances. Over 15% of his throws have been on downfield passes. Keep that going. Maybe increase the volume this week and take chances to Darnell Mooney. Allen Robinson, assuming he plays. Good one. Damiere Byrd, this would be a nice week to get him involved as well. He's been willing to do it. You just got to get more passing opportunities, I think, in this matchup. So let's play a game here. Justin Fields will throw for 200 yards against Green Bay. In his 3 starts, he's thrown for over 200 once and under twice. Type O for over 200. Type U for under 200. I think he's going to have to hit that number to beat the Packers on Sunday, so let me know. Type O for over, type U for under. Will Justin Fields throw for 200 yards? Okay, key number 2. You got to get home without blitzing. You got to get pressure on Aaron Rodgers with 4 somewhat consistently. And the Bears have done that this year, right? Because Khalil Mack is back playing at an elite level despite being banged up. He's been dealing with multiple injuries. He's got 5 sacks this year. He's been a menace, one of the best pass rushers in the NFL this year. And then the reemergence, the resurgence of Robert Quinn, he's been outstanding. This duo has combined for 9.5 sacks. So if Sean Desai can continue to scheme these guys up and get pressure on a banged-up Packers O-line, I will add, and get after Aaron Rodgers, that's going to be huge. I'm not saying you never blitz. You certainly want to mix up some looks and some coverages and some blitz schemes, but you can't consistently blitz because Rodgers will just make you pay. He just will. So if you can get pressure consistently with 4 rushers or less, that will obviously go a very, very far way. I think this could be a statement game from Sean Desai. He's done a hell of a job since week 1. The adjustments have been fantastic. His schemes have been awesome, moving guys around on that defensive front. I like what I'm seeing from this young DC. But if you go out there and pitch a good game against Aaron Rodgers and give your offense a chance to win, that's a statement game for this young defensive coordinator. All right, key number 3, and this is just the number 1 matchup in this game, Jalen Johnson against Davante Adams. That's really all this is, right? Jalen Johnson said on Wednesday he wants to shadow the team's best receiver every week. That's no different this week. You look at his coverage stats, Johnson's been unreal. Quarterback rating when quarterbacks are targeting him, 41.9. Completion percentage, 39.1. He has not allowed a touchdown. He has 6 pass breakups and a pick. Jalen Johnson's been a top 5 corner in the NFL this year. Now he's got his toughest test. Davante Adams, who I believe is leading the NFL in receiving. He's averaging 115 yards a game on 42 catches, 579 yards, 2 tutties, 14 per on average. This is obviously a different challenge, but if Jalen Johnson can win enough of these battles on the outside, it's not like the Packers have a multitude of other receivers to go to. Kendall Vilder's played better. I think the rest of the secondary can at least hold up if Adams doesn't just fry Jalen Johnson, and I don't believe he will with the way Johnson has been playing. So those are some keys. Those are some storylines, the injury report. We covered it all here on today's preview. Predict the score for me again. I asked you to do it at the beginning. If you didn't do it then, do it now. Who's going to win? What's the final score going to be? Let me know down in the comments. My coworkers are going to laugh. I'm going to call my shot. I'm taking the Bears to pull off a statement upset and put the NFC North on notice. Bears win 24-23. I'm sure this won't bite me in the ass in 3 days, but I'm calling my shot. Chicago gets it done at home. I think they pull off the upset against a 4-1 and good Packers team, but a team that has looked suspect at times. And be sure to join us for our live watch party. We'll have live stats. I'll provide play-by-play on Sunday. We'll have a scoreboard up on screen, and we will have full updates throughout Bears versus Packers. We'll go live 15 minutes before kickoff, so if you're on the East Coast, 12:45 with a 1 o'clock kick. If you're Central Time, 11:45 with a noon kickoff as well. YouTube.com/BearsNow. We will see you guys in a couple of days.